Talk About It Tuesday question is, if a person gets a 7-digit windfall from a death benefit or a lawsuit, would it be wise for them to put it in an annuity for lifetime monthly income? All right, so let's look at what an annuity is. So an annuity basically is a contract, an insurance contract between you and a financial institution, which can be an insurance company, it can be a bank, it can be a brokerage firm, in which you pay a premium in the form of a lump sum, or in the case of a deferred annuity, monthly payments for a period of time, and then you get a guaranteed income for a period of time, sometimes for life or for a set period of time. So on its face, that sounds like a phenomenal deal. Like, why wouldn't anybody do that? Well, you have to really dig into it a little bit. So the question is, why would you, if you got a lump sum, need to do that unless you're expecting to create income from the annuity? So if you're expecting to create income, then it'll fall far short for you because on average, they get maybe 2.25% annually, and that's for fixed annuities. They also have variable annuities that can get up to 8%. I think New York Life has one that goes up to 8%, but that fluctuates with the market. So if you're looking at an annuity that averages 2.25% on the high end, that's not beating the inflation rate. So it's not necessarily a good strategy for somebody who's young to tie up all their money and only get 2.25% on it, unless you just feel totally irresponsible that you're going to blow the money. It's better than a bank account, obviously, because the bank pays less than that. But you could do better in other investment vehicles. And again, unless you're looking for security, tight security, meaning is guaranteed and you're not worried about fluctuation in the market, and you do a fixed annuity. There's also a period of time sometimes because you can get an immediate payout or you can get deferred. So people who tend to have a lump sum for a windfall usually do the immediate payout. Now, how much they're going to pay you depends on certain factors. Your age, your life expectancy, how many payments they're going to make, the current interest rate. They're not just going to pay you this enormous amount of money. If you got a 7-figure, if it's saying $1 million, and you're 27 years old, you're going to get paid a very small amount if it's a lifetime payment. So you have to look at that. Can you do better if you invested in an index fund or a mutual fund, or even if you did, with 2.25%, you could probably do a CD and probably get that and not have your money tied up. So if you're an older person, you're 60, 70, maybe, because the average person who deals with annuities in their 70s, by the way. If you're a little older, 60s, 70s, then maybe you do an annuity. But then there's other factors you got to understand too. Some annuities, when you die, that's it. And so if you're older and you don't run through the full amount, then you fall short. If you live for a long time, then sometimes it's a great payoff. So it's not so cut and dry. And annuities aren't usually the first route that people go to as an investment vehicle or a payout vehicle. It's really a good vehicle for people who have already maxed out in, for retirement, other tax deferred stuff, and then they have some extra money and they want to supplement a retirement. An annuity is usually good for that. But if you get a windfall, your best bet is to hire a professional to help you create a very diverse portfolio that allows you to have, quite a bit of security, but also take advantage of that windfall to try to take advantage of the market in terms of its variability and be able to make some money off of it. So if you got a windfall, just horrified, don't know what to do, just seeking security, and you have other income that you're okay with, then show an annuity. But if not, I suggest just hire a professional to create a really balanced portfolio for you, and you'll do way better, especially if you're young. Because again, your money's tied up. What if all of a sudden you need money, you can't pull it out? right? It's a little difficult. There's a period where you can't touch your money. So I don't think it's really good for young people. Great question. I'd love to hear your suggestions, your comments, what you would do with a windfall of 7 figures. Please like, share, subscribe. Keep the questions coming, and I'll see you next Tuesday.